So, Brendan, congratulations on Paddington 2.
Thanks a million.
You play Knuckles McGinty.
I do.
Is he a far cry from you in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, no. Absolutely not. In fact, I delved deep into my inner psyche to bring Knuckles to bear. Yeah, on the...
Nice pun.
Yeah, I know, it was good, wasn't it? I've loads of them. Do you want loads of them?
Please.
No. Yeah, pause. Get it? So yeah, Knuckles. No, Knuckles is not a great. He's not a great cook, and as a chef, that's not the best thing. But I have to say, I'm not a great cook myself, so I kind of empathise with him a lot, which was good. I think crucial to my getting the part, really.
And you have this amazing scene with Paddington in the kitchen, and what was it like filming that? Because what's the kind of setup for a scene where the character's just CGI and it's just you? Like, is Ben Whishaw at any point in the scene with you?
No, not Ben. There were various manifestations of Paddington, from tennis balls to little woolly heads to all sorts of stuff. To they have actors in there that do the stuff and bounce off, and so it's a technical challenge, and you would have to do a lot of different takes. Like we do it one way this way, one way that way, one way the other way. So it's just about maintaining kind of concentration a little bit. But I know Paddington was there all the time, really. The truth of the imagination, as they say.
Yeah. And as I was looking up research for yourself and Paddington, I know there's a 3 years age difference between the two of you. The first book came out in 1958. You were born in 1955. Do you remember growing up? And maybe Paddington came over to Ireland, the books and that. Do you remember any of that?
Not really. I didn't have much of a history with it. In fact, I had to go and watch the first film, when I got the script to kind of check it out. No, it wouldn't have been a kind of a central part of my childhood or anything like that. But you'd always be aware of it. It was one of those things where you knew other kids who were mad into it, but not me.
Yeah. And you have some great comedic scenes. My particular favorite is when you and the rest of the prisoners are talking to the family. What was that like to film? When the light goes off and it goes, we can still hear you.
Yeah.
What was that kind of like to see?
It was painstaking, actually. It was just like it wasn't done. We were all physically there in that particular combination of talking heads. So it took quite a while to get all the timing of that right, but it was just a lot of fun, really. That was one of those things where you're there for a while, and it was so worth it when the rhythm just happens the way it should.
It was just perfect comedic timing. Everything was just there for that scene.
That's Paul King for you.
Yeah, and what was it like working with Paul? Because I came out of the cinema with every other reviewer, and I just thought, and everyone was just smiles and everything. And does Paul bring that kind of energy to everything that he directs?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the first time I've worked with him, but it's very painstaking, and it is fun. But I mean, that there's a reason behind it. So if you have to go back and keep doing it, he's trying to find something that will be pretty great if he finds it. So once you know that, it's you just keep doing it until he gets what he needs. Simple as that. So yeah, he was a joy to work with, really.
And do you find now you're having a bit of a kind of rivalry with your son Donald, because he's now coming up in Peter Rabbit, another much beloved childhood hero of people. So you know, going, I've got Paddington and you've got Peter.
Yeah, no, just totally coincidence. That was kind of really weird, because he did A.A. Milne as well, who did Winnie the Pooh, who's also a bear. So it was getting a little bit silly and just totally coincidental. So you just hope we can all continue to get away with it. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be a rival of his. No, lost out on that a long time ago.
Yeah. And of course, can't stop talking about your new short, Psychic, with Brian and Donal. What was it like getting to work with both your sons?
It was hard trying to get them available. It was hard about it, and. No, it was really good and a bit challenging, because they're all actors in their own right now. It's not they're not going to be listening to Daddy for too much longer, and at the same time you have to direct it. So trying to keep the lines straight, it isn't as easy as it looks, and especially when we were playing a father and two sons, and I was in it as well as directing it. And there was, so they're kind of thinking, okay, is this fella now directing his own character? Is he being his own character when he's directing? Or is he... So you can ask them how challenging it was. Probably challenging enough. But no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience, the process of it. I really did. It's really, it'd be interesting to see how it works out, though.
Yeah. Well, great. Thanks very much, Donald. It's been absolute. Sorry, Donald. Oh God, Brendan. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Cheers.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Thanks a million.
Cheers, Brendan. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Take care.
Actually, went to school.